My dad used to say, you know, the customer's always right and the customer's number one, but who's helping the customer? It's the employees. So it's a chicken or egg thing. Does the customer come first? Do the employees come first? I don't even want to pick that out. But boy, the employees are very important. And guess what? You're going to have an impact on how your fellow employees treat the customers. Okay? It's inevitable. So teamwork is of the utmost urgency here. And I think any company, this is one area where companies can continue to ratchet themselves up, is in the area of teamwork. One of my favorite people of all times, I already mentioned, is the great coach John Wooden, who essentially lived by this mantra. And I got to tell you his story. It's really inspirational to me. And those who know me know I'm a bit of a college basketball fanatic. But this really applies to real life as much as any sports analogy ever. John Wooden's big thing was, I'm not looking for great players. I'm looking for players that make the team great. Is that cool? In his, and so, two books that I'll mention to you. I got that quote out of My Personal Best by Wooden. And the new one that I got is, this is a terrific book. If you really want to get into detail on Wooden's famous Pyramid of Success, you've probably heard about it. It's explained here in great detail. In basketball terms, it takes 10 hands to make a basket. It takes 10 hands to make a basket. Hardly anybody ever makes a basket by him or herself. Here's Wooden's story. As you all probably know, he's a Hoosier, grew up in Martinsville, Indiana All-Star, state champion, went to Purdue, All-American, got a coaching job at Indiana State University, and in 1949 he got the head coaching job at UCLA. UCLA in 1949 was at the bottom of the college basketball world. Shocker. Of course, that is a long time ago, right? With this philosophy, Wooden started at the bottom, and every year his teams got better and better until 1964. He wouldn't take a ball hog. He wouldn't take, you know, in today's analogy, a guy like Allen Iverson, no matter how good a player he is, because he creates, you know, disturbances around the edges of the team. And I could name worse people, but we all know who some of those are. Some of them might have even come through this city for a while. So he's absolutely adamant. I will take a lesser player who's a team player than a better player who's not. And by 1964, now he's built his team to the point where they win the national championship. And it took 15 years to go from the dregs to the national championship. But what happened over the next 12 years? UCLA won 10 national championships. If you follow college basketball, nobody's ever going to win 10 national championships out of 12 again. And by the way, since 1975 and Wooden's retirement, who knows how many national championships UCLA's won? Anybody? Very good, Paul. I might have thought you'd pull that one out. They hadn't won anything before 49. It took him 15 years to get to the national championship. They won 10 of 12. He left, and now they've won one in 35 years. Did UCLA win those, or did John Wooden actually, with, of course, the help of his players and his assistant coaches and whoever else was helping him back then, did he win them? Man, with that philosophy. I just love that. And you all are members of the same team. And so you all have to support one another, help one another as much as humanly possible.